Hey everybody, this is Cherokee Edwards from Cherokee Edwards Inspires, where we're going to have shows here to talk about life, to talk about what makes your life special, what makes it better, and everybody working together, because together everyone achieves more. Acronym for the word team. Stay tuned and let's get it on. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another edition, another episode of the Cherokee Edwards Inspires. Today, we are going to talk about the legalities of the world, and we have a specialist straight from Legal Shield, and his name is Woody Andrews. So, Woody, thanks for joining us today, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Cherokee. Thanks for having me. Appreciate the opportunity to come on here and just talk a little bit about what I do and some ways that we're helping families and business owners. A little bit about what I do is I'm an independent associate with Legal Shield that allows me to offer a legal and identity theft service on a subscription-based services.
Right.
We offer it for working with small business owners to individuals and families. And what it does, it gives people access, it gives business owners and families access and availability to the legal system that most people are priced out of. So it makes it affordable for everyone.
Right. And, and that's amazing. You and I talk about this, and I have the distinction of knowing you personally. And one of the things that I want the listeners to know is what inspired you to pursue this career? What was your inspiration to do this?
Well, I come from a background of self-employed. My dad owned a grocery store in North Carolina, and I've always worked for him for many years. There's five of us in my family. I'm the oldest of five, and I started when I was old enough to go to the store with my dad.
Wow!
And I always knew that I wanted to have my own business.
Right.
I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I thought I might actually go back and actually run the store for him. Then as time goes by, I went to college and I started a windshield repair business back in 1994 while I was in college. And that still runs today. I still have that today. Actually, a gentleman runs that for me in North Carolina. But along the way, a gentleman, a pastor, actually shared Legal Shield with me. And it made sense. And so I decided to jump aboard. One of the reasons was I did not have a will. I did not have an updated will.
Right.
So I asked him, I said, "You're telling me I can get a will, living will, and a healthcare power of attorney at no additional cost, just on a monthly subscription base?" He said, "Yeah." So I signed up for the service and become a member and started using the business plan for business owners that we have, and used it for a collection issue. I didn't have a will. And so then I looked at it and I said, it's a great opportunity to be a part of an amazing company that's making a difference in so many businesses and lives. Right. So I joined the company and became an independent associate with Legal Shield.
Okay. Now, I know this is relatively new for you. You haven't been around it but so long, but tell me how long you've been doing it and basically, what let you know that this is exactly what you're doing, what you're going to do forever.
So I always knew I wanted to be a part of it. So while I was actually repairing windshields, I actually offered the service along with when I fixed the windshield. I actually would talk to clients and customers about the service. And then I actually got into the employee benefit side. Started offering it to the car dealers I work with.
Right.
And they started offering as employee benefits. I really like talking with the employees. I like servicing it. I like seeing the success stories that come out of the use of the services.
Right.
So I've been around 20 years, actually 20 years. In 1998, when I actually got started in Legal Shield.
Oh, wow. You have been doing it for a while then.
Yeah, it's been 20 years. I'm on my almost 21st year now.
Yeah.
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 And so my transition, but I moved to Virginia about 8 years ago. And after moving 8 years ago, and one of the great things about Legal Shield and the services, it is subscription based. So you do build a reoccurring revenue or residual income.
Right.
So when I moved, I decided to focus all my energy on providing employees, employee benefits for employees, and also working with individuals and small business owners and home-based businesses.
Right.
And so I just decided to kind of not cut away from windshields, but actually let the gentleman in North Carolina run that, and I really focus more on Legal Shield here. And I've written about almost right at 4,000 memberships.
Wow.
With our company. And I'm really excited about it. It's a great future. And we just give people access and availability to the legal system.
Okay. How do you plan to inspire these potential entrepreneurs or people that would need the Legal Shield service? How do you plan on doing that?
So what I do a lot of times, inspiring. And what do you mean by that? Tell me a little bit, explain a little better.
Well, I know that you like to sign people up. Like you say, you signed over 4,000?
Close to 4,000 memberships.
Right. So when you must be inspiring them to sign up with the program, right? With Legal Shield. And what's your goal when you're doing that? You know, how are you motivating them to do that? And how are you inspiring them to want to sign up with you like that?
So one of the things I do is ask a couple of questions. You know, one of them is, you know, if you're married or not married, or spouse or significant other.
Right.
Do you have children?
Right.
And a lot of times what I'm finding out is 60% of Americans do not have a updated will or a will.
Right.
And so one of the greatest benefits with Legal Shield, it gives every person access and availability, but also it gives them a way of getting a will prepared.
Right.
Normally what happens is if it's a family and they have they're living either paycheck to paycheck, or they have situations going on, they're not going to be thinking about a will because that's in the future.
Right.
But a will is one of the most important letters you'll ever leave anyone. Love letters you'll ever leave anyone.
Yeah.
And so one of the benefits is up front, and this is what I saw 20 years ago, is that's prepared at no additional cost.
Wow.
All the other benefits to go along with it that come along is just extra things that normal people would not call about for legal situations.
Right.
I'll give you a quick example. For myself, had an issue in Texas last year. I was overcharged for at a hotel stay. They were supposed to correct it. It was about $214. And in that, I called and they were supposed to send a check, never got the check. Finally, I just made a phone call to the law firm, a tap of an app, called the law firm. They wrote a letter to the hotel. The hotel turned around and apologized. They sent me a check back. But then they also said, you know, we're also going to give you 2 nights free for your inconvenience.
Wow.
But that was a great thing.
That's awesome.
I received a speeding ticket last year, 2 tickets. So I used the service because everyone has legal issues in their life.
Right.
And, you know, the ticket was in Virginia and one in North Carolina. One got thrown out of court, which was great. But the other one got reduced to a city code violation.
Right.
Now, what would I have done if I didn't have the service? Take off from work, try to handle it myself. So I'm saving time and money.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we're growing. We're growing, you know, in this time that's going on right now in this crisis.
Right.
It's because most people do not have access to the legal system. And Legal Shield, we're giving every person access and availability to find out what the rights truly are.
Yeah, that's important. I can definitely attest to that. Being a business owner myself, you know, you'd rather have a team taking care of you so you could focus on the things that you naturally do. So Woody, what's your long-term goal? What is your dream board vision for Legal Shield and yourself?
What I like to do is, first of all, it's a vehicle that takes care of my family.
Right.
Second of all, it gives me an opportunity with people I work with on the team that I work with to inspire, to motivate, to help them fulfill their dreams.
Right.
Some of it may just an extra $300 to $500 a month part time. If someone's looking just an extra $300 to $500 a month part time, we can do that also.
Right.
That. But if someone's looking for a career change, it's a great opportunity for a career change. You know, to me, the blessing is it gives people back their families. And like now, we're seeing this right now with this crisis. We're all home. I'm home with my family more.
Right.
We're cooking dinner together.
Yes.
You know, we're praying together more.
Right.
We're doing things together. And everybody's facing that.
Yes, definitely.
And so it's just a way, I think it's a great way to give people their time back.
Right.
Time, money, and sustain it financially.
Right. All right. Well, we're going to take a break for a word from our sponsors, and we will be back with Woody for Legal Shield.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
All right. Now we're back with Cherokee Edwards Inspires, and our guest today is Woody Andrews for Legal Shield. And Woody, we left off, we talked about what it gives you. What would you say was the most valuable lesson that you've learned through the course of this journey?
A couple of lessons I've learned personally is when you help other people succeed, that's the greatest joy. Also, and if you're looking to do anything or start a business, you have to have a burning desire. You have to be passionate about what you're doing. And you also have to be consistent and persistent. And if you do that, it will pay off for you.
Okay.
And you never work a day of your life.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely true, especially if you enjoy it, if it's a passion of yours. What advice would you give others aspiring to be successful and reach goals that they set out to do?
I'd say first thing you have to find out, what is your why? Mm-hmm. Why are you getting started in what you're getting started in?
Right.
What's your reason behind it? What do you want to achieve?
Right.
Do you want to help are you looking to help other people along the way, or are you looking to have a business that's solely yours and you're service driven? Do the very best you can for each person you talk to. Mm-hmm. We're all equal.
Right.
And we all have things in life that we all go through. Mm-hmm. So do the best you can in whatever you're pursuing.
Excellent. Now, I know, Woody, you and I are both big readers, and we love self-help books and motivational books, inspirational books. What are some of the books, a couple of your books that you've read that you feel like made an impact in your life that you would recommend others to read?
I'd recommend Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's a great book because it's two different dads.
Yeah.
And many of us out there may have a dad that is working for a company. Mm-hmm. Then you got a friend that's an entrepreneur.
Right.
And it just gives you both perspectives in what a sole proprietor or a business owner can attain. And just shows you a difference of different perspectives on two different ways of lives, I think. Different way of lives. And then also go for no. You know, a no is just not right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Never take it personal. I know a lot of us get caught up in no, and they can't take that no, and you get 10 no's and you're out.
Right.
It might be the 11th no.
Exactly.
You know, I've had situations where friends of mine, it's kind of funny, is on the service we provide for the identity theft. And mm-hmm. they say, well, I don't need it. I already have something. I'm not really interested in it. And then 6 months later, a year later, I get a text, Woody, call me. I need to sign it right now. You know, it's all about timing. Everything is dealing with timing.
What's the process, Woody, for someone signing up? How simple is it to do that?
So the simplicity of it is you can actually text me your phone number. You can call me anytime. And my number is you'll have it, but it's 252-531-7274. Mm-hmm. You can call me anytime, day or night. I've had people call, and I don't mind. I've had people call me at 10 o'clock at night, mm-hmm. and I'll take the phone call.
Yeah.
Just because you just don't know what people are going through or when people need you.
Yeah.
But you can call or text me. Also, you can go to my website. You can go to benefityoutoday.com. Mm-hmm. benefityoutoday.com. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to give anyone that is listening a guide that was put out for our company. It's called Life Stages, and it's addressing your legal needs at every stage of your life. And it starts out with you're getting married. When we get married, with financial decisions, with you have family additions you add onto your family.
Right.
Living with teenagers. There's family entrepreneurs, elderly care.
Right.
So this is it's a 15-page PDF. I'd love to send to anyone. Send me an email, woody@legalshield@gmail.com. Just send me an email. I'll be glad to get it to you. And I'd love to talk to anyone out there that just would like to talk about things. So
when you're doing your promotions and your programs, do you rather speak to groups, or do you rather have it as one-on-one presentations? I do both. We do company employee benefits. So if a business owner's out there wants to enhance their benefits, it's a great volunteer benefit. It's two of the hottest benefits right now is legal and identity theft services. Right.
So I work with anywhere from 1 to 5,000 employees. We offer the services between that range. And we also have a small business plan. So if a business owner is looking to just has a collection letter or needs a collection letter or just wants to call and consult with an attorney about COVID-19.
Yeah.
And we're there right now. We're there to pick up the phone. Legal Shield is there basically 24/7 in emergencies. But they're there to answer the call within 4 business hours.
Wow.
So you're going to get a call back within 4 business hours from the law firm. I called this week personally about COVID-19.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. How did that go when you called? During this crisis.
So I called about just questions about being a 1099 because I'm subcontractor 1099.
Right.
And they told me some things that were out there. Actually, sent me some documents that I could go to start filling out the paperwork that I needed. And as a 1099. We do have access to anybody as Uber driver or Lyft,
right?
Anyone out there that's subcontracting,
right?
There is help out there for us too.
Yeah, DoorDash and things like that, right?
Yeah, it's just nice to be able to call the attorney and ask questions.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
About it.
Ooh, that's got to save some headaches right there because they just released that portion of it today as far as the assistance.
Yep.
So that's a great thing. And I guess, you're really telling us how this thing can benefit, because I was going to segue right in. How soon do you feel that someone that signs up can start benefiting from signing up with you?
Well, actually, it's funny you say that because I just got a text this morning and said, Woody, hey, how do I sign up for the small business plan? And I called the HR back, and she said she had a couple of letters she needed to get sent out for collection issues.
Right.
And she was able to enroll this morning, and this afternoon I'll call her back, and once it processes, you can call a law firm right then.
Wow.
And we're in all 50 states and in Canada.
Woody, how does this give us an idea of how this actually, how would it work? And when you say you got Legal Shield is in all 50 states and Canada, somebody's in New York and somebody's in California. How do they use the same program?
So every state, there's different regulations. And there's a few states that are different than others, that most of them around about the same price, which is about $1 a day, a little less than $1 a day, at $24.95 a month, the legal plan.
Okay.
You simply download the mobile app. It's simple as I can send a text with a free download on a mobile app that download is free. We'll actually give you free contracts and documents you can look at. We'll give you a assistant with her name. Her name is Erin. She'll assist you on questions. You can like a Alexa.
Yeah.
You can ask questions.
Right.
But you can enroll right from your mobile app.
Right.
Send the link, enroll right from the mobile app, and you can actually speak with an attorney immediately. Once it processes, you get a free courtesy call anyway.
Right.
But once it processes, you get a welcome letter. And I'd love to help anyone that would like to get their wills done walk you through the process, and that's even done through your mobile app as well.
Okay.
You get a speeding ticket. This is what I used twice last year. You take a picture of your speeding ticket on your phone.
Right.
Hit upload, and 4 hours later, within 4 hours, the attorney's going to call you back and assign an attorney to court for you wherever you get a ticket in the United States.
Explain to us how Legal Shield can protect us from identity theft.
So Legal Shield is a unique service because we're one of the only companies in America that offer a complete restoration. What I mean by that is you actually sign over limited power.
Mm-hmm.
A licensed private investigator will go to work on your behalf on a one-on-one relationship.
Okay.
It actually handles that for you. The biggest mistake is everybody thinks of identity theft as financial identity theft.
Right.
However, there's medical, there's driver's license, there's Social Security, there's financial, there's character, there's criminal, and synthetic. And the Federal Trade Commission reported that about 15% of identity theft was not even, it was just financial.
Right.
About 80%, 85% of identity theft was not even related to financial. So there's a big need out there. And the question is, what identity theft, what do thieves want? They want to destroy your good name,
right.
Obtain medical files in your name. They can
right.
buy a loan. They can apply for loans. Right now, we're going through, being that we've had a furlough, we've extended the tax season. That's a few more months that thieves can actually claim taxes in your name right now.
Oh, yeah.
So ID Shield gives you not only the restoration, but it's a mobile app.
Mm-hmm.
You tap the app, you can see what your credit score is. It sends an alert to your phone, any kind of alerts that are found on the dark web. It sends alerts, whether it's your name, your phone number, your medical information, your driver's license, whatever it may be. It will send an alert to your phone and let you know that your information was found on the dark web. And if you think it's something that is not you, then and you know that the alert's not you, you can call and they'll assign an investigator to you. And you can also call and consult on all the phishing scams that are going out right now with the COVID-19. There's a lot of phishing. There's a lot of scams happening right now.
Yeah.
It's just a peace of mind knowing if someone takes my information, I've got someone on my back to resolve the issue.
Right.
And the average person spends between 60 and anywhere from 60 to 500 hours trying to straighten up their identity. And a lot of times it's almost impossible. And we just provide an amazing service that handles that for you. And there's several different stories. I don't have time to do them today, to talk about today, but my parents were a victim of identity theft.
Right. I was too.
Someone started another business in their name. And the IRS don't care who you are.
No.
They're the one, that's what they have on file, and that's who they're going to come after to kind of get resolved. And it's your job to prove it.
Yeah.
Because you're guilty until proven innocent with identity theft.
Right. So
you were a victim as well?
Yeah, definitely. A few times. And like you say, it's a demoralizing, painful, compromising position to be in at, where somebody has access to your account even more so than you do. So, like when we say LifeLock, how does Legal Shield compare to LifeLock, the company LifeLock?
We're a little bit less expensive, but we offer the restoration. And that's really the key is licensed private investigator assigned to you. When you sign up a limited power, that investigator goes to work on your behalf. Okay.
That's good. That's good to know. So definitely, that's amazing. And for a few of these things, and all of this is wrapped up into one bundle, is it not?
Yes, it's two different services actually. It's legal and ID Shield, so it's different plans. It fits the person's needs.
Mm-hmm. And all of it is under one price tag, though, isn't it?
Well, it's actually broken up separate.
Is it?
Legal is $24.95, and the ID Shield could be $24.95 to $29.95.
Okay.
For a family.
Okay, roughly $50, $51 a month. You could have both.
Around $54, and you've got triple bureau monitoring, all three bureaus that monitor, and we're also included a $1 million insurance policy for loss of wages, electronic transfers.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Well, that clears up a lot of things. I definitely want to see about putting you in front of some people. And audience, I definitely think you should at least look into this. And one thing I can tell you about Woody, myself personally, knowing him for a while, is that he's going to tell you straight. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But I think it's for just about everybody. So just see what you can do. And I know that it's definitely within, especially business people's budgets. I think those of you out here that are entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, this is something that you actually really need. You have to be protected because you don't want to have your business go belly up simply because somebody else decided to go shopping on you with your ID or with your identity. That's about our time, but I want to give you a few seconds or so to shout out the people that you work with in Legal Shield, but also once more, tell our listeners how they can get in touch with you, Woody.
You can call me at 252-531-7274. You can also visit me at the website. The website's benefityotoday.com. And you can send me a text as well. If you want to reach out on Facebook, I'm on Facebook as well. If you want to just connect with me on Facebook, it's under Woody Andrews.
Awesome. Well, Woody, thank you so much for coming on board and explaining Legal Shield to us a little more in depth. I really appreciate you, buddy.
Thanks for having me. I hope you have a great day.
You too, man. Stay safe, and we'll see you on the other side of this thing.
Thanks.
All right. Peace.